Hey guys, let me know if you can hear me. I've got my earbuds in. I am on vacation, hence no makeup. I'm here relaxing on the front porch of our vacation rental with Mr. Jasper. Say hey, Jasper. So he is in my arms and we are snuggled up on the front porch. It is raining here where we're at. Comment and tell me where you are from, where you're watching from. I love to see where everybody is from all over the world. This is my Tip Tuesday, so yes, even though I am on vacation, I really felt compelled to come on here, you guys, and just do a quick little Tip Tuesday for you, even though it's not really making anything in the workshop. A lot of you have requested interest in learning selling Tip Tuesday, selling tips for Tip Tuesday, and so that's what this is going to be, just a quick little video giving you some tips for selling. Hey Jamie, how are you? Where are you watching from? Nebraska, awesome. If you were new to the page, please give a like and follow if you like what you hear. This is for anyone who is selling handmade items, especially for the upcoming holiday season. So this is what we're going to be discussing quickly today. And then if you have any questions, make sure to ask them here. If I see them, I'll answer them. And if I somehow missed it, I always come back in and answer them after the fact. So, hi Marcia from Pennsylvania. We are having fun. It's a little rainy today here on the beach, and so this is why I thought, oh, let's just do a quick Tip Tuesday. That's what I was going to do anyway. Okay, so here we are. Again, I'm Julie Samaco, owner of Southern Charm Wreaths, where we make beautiful wreaths and we teach you how to make and sell them. So this video, again, is just a quick tips on selling. So one of the things that came out recently was a Pinterest 2020 report. It looks like the connection might not be very strong, so let's get through this quickly. A 2020 report. One of the things that the first sentence that it quoted was, "There will never be another holiday season quite like this one." And reason being is that COVID-19 came through, right? Or it's still here. We're still dealing with it. People have had stay-at-home orders, and honestly, people are really looking forward to looking forward, which means the end of the year. They're ready to get through this year. So what does the end of the year look like? It's typically the holiday season, right? We have like Thanksgiving and Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, wherever, whatever you're celebrating or your customers are celebrating, there is a lot to celebrate. They're also eager to just, they've had a lot of negative news, a lot of things in the media, they always are hearing about deaths and, stuff going on in the news that's just brings you, it's just reality and it's life, but it's really depressing. And so they're honestly looking for the holidays. They're looking for comfort. I mean, hello, comfort food. How many of you, raise your hand, give me a thumbs up if you were you just dove deep into the mac and cheese during stay at home. I did. I mean, I gained the COVID-20 and I'm still now trying to struggle and get out of it, but and work it off. But we all are struggling for that comfort, right? The comfort foods, the comfort of friends and family. We're struggling, and it also comes with that the comfort of the holidays. We've got Thanksgiving and Christmas and the holidays at the end of the year. All of the things, even the little mini holidays like Friendsgiving is going to be huge this year because people are just ready to get together in small groups, not go out and do big things, not going to go Christmas caroling or do the big events that they did at the churches and things like that, like they've done in the past. So they're really looking forward to some of the micro holidays, and that would be something like New Year's brunch, Friendsgiving. What would be some micro little holiday in addition to the macro holidays like Christmas and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and things like that. But historically, people, which are your customers, if you are selling, your customers are planning for the holidays in September. Now that's a typical year, all right? So that's why when in my inner circle, I would always say, start making for in July your Christmas holiday stuff, because come September, people are ready to buy. They're ready to start planning and things like that. However, this year, they started researching and saving Pinterest items, Pinterest content as early as this April. So already people are looking for solutions. Already your customers are looking to make their home comfortable, make their home over the top holiday festive. They are looking, believe it or not, right now. So don't delay in getting your items listed. So one of the things I wanted to go through with you are some of the stats that I had read from a Pinterest report recently. Share them with you just to try to get this across to you that holidays are really important to start now, getting your products created. Let's see, I've already gone through all this. Let's see. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to read and share with you. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I've got Jasper on my lap. All right, the trend includes 3 times the increase in search results. Okay, so look, so this is last year's report. Okay, this is last year's Pinterest, and this is last year's Google. So you can see that this is holiday pinning trends, okay? So you can see right here is where it would typically go up. So that would be the beginning of around September. It would start to spike. But always on Pinterest, it was higher than Google. This is why I tell my inner circle people to always like get your Etsy up, get SEO good on your Etsy shop, you know, fill it full of items, and then the next step is to get over on Pinterest and start pinning and start learning how to use Pinterest for business, because people search more on Pinterest for holiday decorating, holiday baking, holiday decor, holiday gift giving, more so on Pinterest than they do even on Google. So, and then also you could see this little graphic that April of last year versus April of this year, just the 77% increase year over year for searching for holiday information. Okay, so that is important. People are already searching. There are already 3 times more searches for Christmas gift ideas. Other things are Christmas door, anything with Christmas recipes or Christmas, having that in their words are being searched. And they're saying that, you know, obviously when you reach people first, so start pinning now. The other thing that's important to understand is that Pinterest, with the algorithm, the way it works, it could take up to 6 weeks for it to get found in searches. So you really want to start pinning as fast as possible this holiday content, Thanksgiving, you know, stuff, anything towards the end of the year. You want to get that out there right now, because people are already, your customers are already searching for it, planning and scheming on what to buy. And if they can reach you first, in other words, if they can start finding your items first, they're going to start buying from you before others. They also realize that there's limited stuff, right? There's limited items available. People cannot go Christmas shopping like they used to. They can't go to the malls. Well, I mean, they can some places. Maybe not. We don't know what it's going to be like towards the end of the year. They could, all of the states be shut down again, right? But they're also afraid, even if they're open, a lot of people are just afraid to go out there and do that Christmas shopping and window browsing and, you know, going through all the boutiques, the craft fairs and the craft markets. That's just not going to be there this year. So what are they doing? They're turning online. They're going to the online places. So if you, you know, if you're typically at a craft fair and you have a craft booth and you make a vignette of your items that you sell, instead of doing it, you know, there, go online, start doing video and photos, showing off your items, creating those same vignettes as if you would at a craft fair. Show your items being used in your home. I plan personally to do some, the Hubs is just going to love this. We're going to do holiday decorating earlier so that we can display your items that you're selling in your own home, how you would display them over a mantle, over a fireplace, or over a sofa, over a mirror, you know, on your door, switching it out, all the different themes. So you're going to want to make sure to start visually giving your customers these ideas and tips, because they're not going to get them from the big box stores. They can't. They're not there. And there's even some big box stores that are not even set up to really sell online like they should be. And you guys can, right? You guys can. Let's see. The other thing that they're saying too is consumers are already expecting delays, right? They're currently right now they order on Amazon, they don't get it in 2 days, right? It's delayed. They order other things online and it's a delayed shipping time. They're expecting now already to wait for things. So they're taking that as a cue to buy sooner, right? Don't wait till the last minute to get your holiday decorating or your wreaths and your candles or your paintings, whatever you're selling. Don't wait. They're going to start buying sooner because they know that shipping is already going to be delayed. They've got reduced staff, you know, when they're with, you know, they may all of a sudden shut down places. If there's a COVID outbreak, they might have to shut down a shipping area. So they already know that there's going to be delays. So they're going to be buying a lot faster. So you guys need to be ready and be prepared. The report is saying people and consumers are more likely to treat themselves this year, and because, you know, they want the comfort, right? I want the macaroni and cheese. Other people are going to want the things that go in the house, the things that go on the door. They're wanting to treat themselves. So there is a huge increase in shoppers looking for me gifts. So you make sure you're going to use words in your descriptions, letting them know that it's okay to treat themselves. So I've started saying things like, you know, in my Etsy listings, I know you work hard. You deserve to come home to a house that's inviting and welcoming to help you forget your hectic day. So just tell them that they deserve it. It's okay to treat yourselves. And so that's what I've been already implementing in my own Etsy shop. So there's that. They're saying, okay, so the other thing I was looking at this report is there's 125% increase in Christmas door decorations. My dog is shifting. 125% increase. Y'all, don't wait. Don't wait. And anyone who is telling you that people are not buying because there is a lot of people laid off, that is not true at all. We have had major increase in sales in my inner circle. Lots of people reporting that they are selling more than they have ever had. Now, typically summer is a slow time of year, and that has not been the case in my shop, and I don't feel like I even work it the way you should be, because my Etsy shop now is not my main focus of my business. So it's not like really used like it used to be. I'm still putting things out there, but I'm selling, I'm surprised I'm still selling, and I'm not even running a sale or anything. It's not a typical year. So typically the summer months kind of trend downward because of people going on vacation, people out of town, people outside enjoying the warm weather. They're doing all of these things, and now they can't do that, so they're home more and they're online. I've already started selling Christmas items, if you believe it or not. So get your items listed in your Etsy shop, making sure you use really good keywords for the holidays, and to take advantage of this is to make sure that you list a variety of prices, for many different budgets. Some people might want a $77 wreath from you, but some people might also want a $300 wreath from you. And believe me, I've sold both. I've sold both. So you can do that too. You can just give a variety of items. You're going to want to list a lot of items, okay? A lot of items. The more you have listed, obviously, the more increase in chances of sales. also making sure your SEO is really, really good. So consumers are more than ever, they're going to be using their front doors to express their creativity and represent their values. You need to try to help them think outside the box. How can they represent their family values? How can you help them represent their faith or whatever that they're celebrating? How can you help them put that on their door? Is it a wreath? Is it a lantern swag? Is it a mailbox bow? Is it a garland? What is it that you could help them to achieve in order to, help them with their decorating? So I just really wanted you to make sure that you understand that this holiday season is going to be like no other. It's a special, special time. And I want you also as a brand to understand and get that over to your consumers, that you understand that this is a special time. You understand that we are going through something unprecedented, the whole world, with multiple things. And so that this is a special time that it's to be cherished. Every holiday is to be cherished. We know that already, but especially now when we turn on the news and the media and all we hear are, death and, sickness and, things like that. And people nowadays, consumers, are really looking forward to cherishing the time with family now, cherishing those holidays, cherishing all of that more so than ever. And we as brands need to also be very vigilant about that and understanding of that in our branding that we put out there. So what can you do now to get ready? What can you do now to get ready for these holiday season is start now. Start like now, today. If you have not already shifted, if you're a seller and you have not already shifted from summer to fall and Christmas, now is the time. Now, don't wait. Start making fall Christmas items like right now and getting them listed in your shop. Christmas bows, you would be surprised. A lot of people don't even understand that just making a bow, a lot of us who have been making and selling for a while, we know how to make a bow. But a lot of your customers, that's all they want is just a one bow or one tree topper or 2 bows to go on the lamppost or something like that. Even just a bow, which takes 20 minutes to make. You could put that in your Etsy shop. That's a great beginner product for your customer to come in and get used to you and to know that they, to get to know, like, and trust you. It's just not a lot of money up front. A bow is just a small intro product for your brand, for somebody to really get to notice you. And once they get to notice you and you ship them the bow is when you can obviously put more information in the box about other things that you sell, right? Like a lantern swag to go with that bow or a wreath or something to that effect. So you can use that as a great way. You're going to want to start pinning regularly. So get your Etsy shop up, get it listed, get the SEO going, get your content created, and then go over to Pinterest and start creating your boards, making sure you're using keywords that people are searching for on Pinterest. It's the same way with Etsy. You know how to do it on Etsy, you can do it on Pinterest. Make sure you're using keywords and pin regularly. I'm not talking about once a day. This is not like not Facebook, where it's okay to do 1 or 2 a day. On Pinterest, you're going to want to do more than that. You're going to want to really increase your daily pins and making sure every pin has a link back to your Etsy shop. And one of the things that I suggest to my inner circle people is that if you do a lot of one-offs, like handmade items and not multiples, and you might sell out of that one thing. So let's say, for example, that you pin something on Pinterest and it goes viral, or a lot of pins and reshares and clicks and things like that. If you're pinning and linking it directly back to that one item and it sells out fast, then you're getting a lot of the traffic isn't good because it's going to something that's not there anymore. Instead, have your pins go directly back to your main Etsy page, your main shop, so that people can see more of your items of what you offer. They'll look for that item, and if they don't see it, they might find something similar, because if you're smart and you sell out of something very fast and you get a lot of stars and likes and repins of it, you want to make something similar, right? You want to keep making more things that are similar to it so that you can capitalize on that traffic. So these are all tips that I've always been given in my inner circle, my success circle group. I did share this same report with them, and but I thought this would be a great tip Tuesday for you guys, just to understand the importance of getting your holiday content out there right now. Like now, don't wait. Let's see if there's any questions. Again, if you're just joining me, please make sure to follow and subscribe to my page. If you're watching the replay over on YouTube, to also subscribe to my channel over there. Oh, yay, Alex. Thanks, Trendy Tree, for sharing. Thanks, Sue. So Kimberly's saying she has sold 6 in 3 months or so, and I don't have many to begin with. Yes, you need to get busy, because imagine if that was 6 a day. Terry's ordering more boxes. She's expecting that increase. Fredna says many places are already limited for shopping for clothing and craft supplies. Many places are already limited. Okay, so there's a lot of boutiques online selling items for wreath making, right? I mention them all the time. Almost every blog post I do, I link back to some other place that you can buy supplies and things from. I want you to really consider looking outside of the big boxes. There is nothing wrong with going to the big boxes, obviously, but just keep it in mind that they're going to be a little bit limited on some of their quantity, and you can go other places too. Some of these little mom and pop shops that are selling supplies out of their home. And they've got Etsy shops as well. So Beth is saying people are already buying her Christmas bows. Yes, they're looking forward to family vacations, family get-togethers. I was going to see if I see any questions. But I hope you guys found this useful. So do you like these Tip Tuesdays? And now I'm giving you one that's a business related. So if you like the business ones, just let me know so I can keep doing them for you. But basically it boils down to it to get your Christmas items now listed on your Etsy shops. If you are, people can't go to the craft fairs, right? So you're gonna have to give them online options, right? Online options. And if you go with something like Etsy, it's a safe place for people to put their credit cards in, and they don't feel that they could be compromised. I know a lot of you also sell on Facebook Marketplace, which might be good for a certain clientele, if that's what you are, if that's what your clientele is. But for over-the-top handmade items that you spend quality materials on and a lot of time making, you might want to consider moving to Etsy, because on average the sale is a little more higher on Etsy than it is in Facebook Marketplace. When I go to Facebook Marketplace, I'm looking for a used end table for my daughter's dorm room. I'm not really looking for quality handmade items that will last for years to come, if that makes sense, right? If that makes sense. This is Jasper, y'all. He's the one you always see me when I'm making. He's in the back with his little diaper on, which he still has on. Great info, says Barbara. Lots of great info, says Maggie. Word of mouth upped Christina's business. Yes, don't discount that. Getting traffic but no sales on Etsy, what can you do? So Teresa, if you're getting traffic, I would ask you, is that traffic coming from? So a lot of times I might get traffic and no sales, but it's because I'm getting other wreath makers to my site. So I would ask you, where's that traffic coming from? Is it because you're doing a Facebook Live showing people how to make something, and then they're going to you to see what other things that you've made, and they're interested in making it themselves, so you're kind of like, you've messed up the traffic a little bit? Or maybe they're coming to you and looking because your photo is good, but then there's something else that's off, like the description's off, or the price might be off, or something like that. If you're posting items on like a Facebook page or a Facebook group, so a lot of makers, what they like to do, they like to show off their items, which there's nothing wrong with that, but what they mistakenly do is put a link to their Etsy shop. And so all of those makers are then flooding their Etsy shop to see what they've made, and it's throwing off the stats of their Etsy shop. So it's not really actual consumers and buyers, and then Etsy's saying, wow, these people are all coming but they're not buying, so let me throttle back all of her items, right? So they're doing things like that. You don't want to do that. If you're going to share in a group, make sure you upload a fresh photo and not a link to your Etsy shop. Everybody wants more business tips. Awesome. Beverly says she's having a problem finding flocked wreaths. So I don't, it's a little early for some of these places that I like to get flocked wreaths from. You could try Sims Pottery. I don't know if they're ready for Christmas yet. They better get ready though. So Debbie's saying that she's not done Etsy, but she's been doing craft shows. I'm just going to let you know that even if they do start to open up craft shows, people are still going to be leery of venturing out. Some are be fine with it, but some other people are going to be a little leery about venturing out. That's the only thing. So you're going to want to make sure you get something else online. So yes, Melinda has a great point. She's asking, do we do multiple Pinterest boards? Absolutely. So when you are on Pinterest, you want to do multiple Pinterest boards. So what I like to do is create your first board, and you're going to call it the best of your brand name. So best of Melinda's Wreaths, or whatever you're selling, Melinda. So the best of is your main board. You pin your items to that board, and you want to make sure you're putting good keywords in your title, good keywords in your description, you're using the right hashtags, things like that. When you make that pin, and you're going to make sure that that URL to that pin is going to link back to your Etsy shop, okay? And then once you've pinned it to that board, you can then pin it to other boards. You can share it to elf wreath or elf themed Christmas decor, or you can pin it to reindeer themed Christmas, or snowman, or Santa. So you could take it and just share it to other boards that you create. You're going to want to create multiple boards, and within each board you're going to want to put more than 20 pins in. So you're really pinning a lot to get these up. You don't want to create the same pin either. So if you take pictures of your wreaths, like I teach you guys to do, more than one photo, the front, the side, close up, on the front door as a whole, right? So let me know if y'all need more tips on the photos. Maybe that's one of the Tip Tuesdays we'll do. But you're gonna, each one of those photos technically could be a Pinterest pin, all right? And Pinterest likes the long pins, so you could go create them in canva.com. It's free. Using all of those images that you create automatically for Etsy, just create Pinterest pins, and those are the things that you can keep repinning. So one wreath technically could have 10, 15 pins for it, and just keep doing those every so often. I like to use a scheduler to schedule out my pins, so you don't flood don't come on Pinterest and flood it with like 20 or 30 pins and then come off and don't do anything for a couple of days. It's better just to start pinning regularly throughout the day, every day. So using a scheduler really helps with that. All right, let's see. Oh, great. Thank y'all for those who are talking about my Success Circle group. Here is how you can learn more about our Success Circle group and all of that we've been doing in the group. All of this is some of the same content that we've been doing in the group. All right, you guys, that was it. I'm gonna head back into the family. We're gonna be playing games because it's all rainy here at the beach. We are in the Myrtle Beach area, so we've kind of like stayed in. We're not staying in. We are going on the beach, but we're not venturing out to the shopping stuff. No, and we wear a mask when we go grocery shopping and things like that. But we're gonna stay in today in the rain and play games and things like that. All right, thanks, Melinda. Oh, I'm glad you guys liked this idea, and let me know if you have any questions. If I miss it, I'll come back in and answer it. Again, I'm Julie Samaco with Southern Charmeries. Thanks for watching and following and subscribing. Bye.